What you guys are currently looking at on your screen right now might be, and might always be, the best track slash compound, whatever you want to title it as, that will ever be released in MX Bikes. This is the Hurren compound. This is a track that I have been waiting to come out for basically a year now. Hurren has been very, very nice and given me early access to this, and it's almost done. I've been told that he needs to touch up a few areas here or there, add some signage so people can kind of work out where they're going, and then also just add some kind of last little details like banners and things like that. I'm just going to do a quick fly around so you can see what's what. I mean, I feel like anywhere I point the camera could be a screenshot. Like this looks incredible. Like, it actually looks unreal. I'm going to put a quick overlay on screen for you right now, which Hurren has nicely sent to me. So the track boasts an enduro cross track, two nationals track. One is called the Pro Track and one is called the Goliath. It's got the Supercross track right here in front of me, which is actually already released as its own separate track on MXV Mods quite some time ago. Almost like a little bit of a teaser for us. There are two little pit bike tracks, so it's kind of two that merge into one, but you can run it in different directions. Little tiny figure of eight turn track, absolutely untold amounts of trails that weave in and out here, there, and everywhere. And what I'm going to do today is just cover as much of it for you as possible. I'm going to ride my my trusty red plate bike, by the way, aerial points leader in both NA and EU. Just gonna toot my own horn for a bit, and we're gonna kind of do 2-3 laps of each track, see how it goes. I'm going to go and hop on the pit bike as well when we get to pit bike time, just so I'm doing it some justice. Where is oh, nice little, oh, is that a drop down start? I see. Oh, we love that. I forgot that I completely forgot this had this. I was sweating my ass off in testing. We're up down here, and we go. So I have done this track once or twice. It's been a while, to be fair. So I probably need a few laps as a warm up. Up here, we're up nice and smooth, and I'm so like fortunate, grateful, lucky, whatever you want to call it, from this whole YouTube thing, getting this sort of like I always call it YouTuber privilege, like getting to have this track early. I feel like there's a bit of a mutual thing here, because Hurren knows that I've wanted this for so long, and I feel like this is a good way to almost like advertise it to you guys, just to show off what this man is capable of. And I stand by what I say. I mean, I fully expect me to title this video something like the best track that will ever exist in MX Bikes, because I 100% believe it. I dare to think how many hours this man has dedicated to this. It's got to be hundreds of hours at this point. There's no second guessing it. That's coming from a person that has never made a track in bikes at all. I've seen the level of effort that some people go through on their tracks. And, oh, gonna hit a cheeky little, oh, I thought I was going to reverse there. Get up and over that. There we go. That's always the one section that I struggled with when this track was actually out as well. And, oh, fun fact, so Hurren did want to make this like a split section, like a Joker lane type deal, but MX Bikes doesn't actually support it at the moment in regards to like the time gates and stuff, which is a bit sad. That would have been a cool little feature. I think that would have been the first one like it as well, so it would have been really cool. But as you can see, this track it's fairly straightforward, nice and simple for the most part. Although, oh, I'm not doing it much justice. You'd think for a 2022? Yeah, 2022 Supercross champion, I'd be able to ride around a Supercross track fairly decently, but yeah, I'm not doing it too much justice at all right now. Let's hop over this, step off, double into the corner. But one thing as well that Hurren, I feel like in his recent track releases, Baja being the exception, a lot of the time he does make his tracks to be somewhat on the harder side. Not impossible by any means. I still feel like your average Joe can ride your way around this, no problem at all. But it's nice having tracks that, oh, it's going to sound really disrespectful now, like that aren't like Farm 14 or Walnut and stuff, like the really noob friendly tracks, because I feel like tracks for like this can cater to everyone for hours. You know, if you're newer to the game, you can spend hours and hours and hours of your time kind of learning it on this, and if you are more experienced like me and you've got 1,000 hours plus, then you can just rip around and have some good fun and try and push yourself as far as possible. And I'm very excited to try out some of these national tracks, so I'm not going to waste too much time on this Supercross track right here. As I say, I have played it in the past. I feel like a lot of you probably have as well. Obviously it was night time back then. And oh, did want to mention as well, Hurren did message me saying that if you change the weather to cloudy rather than clear in game, it has an entire different like skybox and settings, so that's really cool. Nice little detail there. So if you did want to mix up the atmosphere a little bit, you can do. So this is what we call the Pro Track right here, which is just a nationals track by the looks of the map. So we'll see how this goes, see what kind of roughness and ruttage we're working with. Seems very, very fast. Nice little split lane there. I like that little jump on the inside. That's a nice little bit of line selection. That rut held me really well. Oh my god, we're being booted to the moon. I'll tell you what, that was calculated, wasn't it? Oh, and again. Oh, downside and perfect both times. Let's go. Little inside roller. Oh, I like this. This just, oh, this feels like it flows. Can I make that inside? Oh, yes. There's a little step up. We're up. Oh, God, that 450 power coming in handy. And you know something that's really good as well, actually? So, just the other day, obviously, we had to download these updated tyres. Hurren has made this track the actual soil type that these tyres affect. So, that's brilliant. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. There we go. So I've got the track map off for the time being, purely because all of the timing gates aren't fully finished. So I'm going to be here, there, and everywhere, all over the place on here. So I don't want it just to have like a random map at the top, not reflecting where I am. But that is again one. Oh Jesus, that's one of the last few things that he's got to finish, is getting all of the individual tracks kind of set up to be their own track, if that makes sense. So you can actually race and put down lap times on whichever one you want, rather than just the one outdoors track. This track is very fast and flowy. Like, this is really, really nice. I like this. It's got that little bit of chop. Oh, look how well that rut helped me. Oh my god. Yeah, it's got that nice little bit of chop without being too much, without being overwhelming. I do need to probably do a few laps to get my head around the jump distances, because that is one thing that I do struggle with when you come up to blind jumps. This is a wall, isn't it? Oh, 100%. I saw the track slightly veering to the left there, and I was like, you know what? That's not as straightforward as it seems. Oh my god. So even then, I feel like I'm casing some things or over-jumping them and somehow getting away with it. That nice little ruts in there. That rut doesn't look big, but for some reason it just held me so well. Oh god, we're going to flatland this. Boing. And again. Oh, and that's a lap already. Okay. So quite a very fast track, but really, really nice. I'd be interested to see how the erode holds up on these sorts of tracks. So I'm not sure exactly how deep he's made like the soft soil and things like that, but I know that one erode usually on soft soil does tend to do some pretty good deformation and add a lot more character and difficulty to those tracks. So I imagine when you get a full online lobby on this, it could be very, very interesting. Oh, I feel like I did want to say as well, so this track, I did ask Hurren, and it is going to be a paid for track, but if you ask me, if you was to line up every like track in the future, or every track that's ever been released, and say you have to pick one to pay for, I don't think you would disagree that this is worth it. Like, this man has dedicated hundreds of hours of his life to providing this for us. And as I said, you could go anywhere on the track, take a screenshot, and it would be absolutely insane. There is hours and hours and hours worth of exploring and different lines and trails and different tracks to have fun on. And that's just from the overview. I've not even played everything. I'm literally on track number 2 out of like 5 right now. And I've been told it's going to be $3, which to me, if you consider that, I used to play Call of Duty obviously back in the day, if you consider like map packs and shit like that for COD, if you look at things like iRacing and how much you have to pay for that, it's actually nothing. Like, it's actually disgusting, the quality that we've got for $3. Now, I'm going to have to pay for it as well. You know, this is purely just a test version. This is not going to be the final release, so don't feel like I'm almost like getting paid to say this. This is my genuine opinion. Now, I like Hurren. I'm pretty sure I like every single track that he's ever released, and it's just that way of kind of like giving back to him. You know, I feel like he deserves it after all this, and especially for someone like me that's been waiting months for this one track, and every single time I check the Discord and see he's posted a few more screenshots, I'm like, oh my god, stop teasing me, please, I just want this track now. And oh, I'm so happy it's almost here. And I mean, I'm going to spend in absolutely hours on this as well in the meantime. Oh, don't go over the bars, please. Please. Oh, god damn it. See, like, you see, if I just look to the right here, just the little trails here, there, and everywhere, just weaving about. Nice little figure of 8 here. What's this actually like to ride? Might be better on one of the smaller bikes. Yeah, I think it's made for the smaller bikes. Can't remember what... Oh, there's another track. I can't remember the name of it. It's going to really annoy me. There's another track that's got a figure of 8, and I literally spend like 10, 20 minutes at a time just riding a figure of 8 trail. It's so sad, but it's little things like that I really enjoy. I really enjoy my trail riding as well, so I'm glad to see that he's got little bits all over the place. Now, I'm heading over in this direction to what is called the Goliath, as I absolutely wad my shit. Jesus Christ. Right, let's not be a spode. Let's actually go and show off what's meant to be shown off. Oh, what's this little thing up here? Oh, logs. You know me. I like my enduro. Oh my god. Wash the front end out. I have no clue which way around this is meant to go. Okay, I'm doing it the wrong way. It's meant to go this way. Now I know which way around it's meant to go. What are these logs like? Oh, these logs actually ride really well. They've got to be custom models for sure. I don't want to get this. No, I'm not going to get carried away. I'm not going to go off into the distance on a massive like trail track. So, this is the start straight to the Goliath. As I say, there's no like gates on it just yet because we're technically riding the pro track, the outdoors track. And let's have a look to see what this bad boy consists of. I imagine by the name of the Goliath, we're probably just going to have some massive booters, some really fast turns. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Oh, how big's this? How's this big boy? Oh, that jumps down to the right. Brake! Skirt! See, even more trails over there. Just everywhere you look, there's just little tiny jumps here, there, and everywhere. The attention to detail, I think, is actually nuts. I imagine when he gets like the last few banners and things in here as well, it's just going to really tie everything together and look insane. Oh, God, there's a corner coming up. Skirt! Oh, God, quick little pause while I start coughing my brains out. Jesus Christ. Right, how big's this bad boy? I'm just going to send it for the fans. Oh, look at that. Getting to look over the trees. Oh, I've completely boofed it. That looks so nice, getting to look up and over the trees there. And I'm running some reshade settings right here. And I don't know if there is any way of me kind of adding them to the video unless I try and upload them to Mediafire or something so you can download and install them yourself. But Hurren actually sent these to me. So these are his reshade settings that he's kind of like used to take screenshots of and play this track. And I almost feel like the track needs to be played with this. If I turn them off, then it's a lot grayer than it is right now. But I feel like that's just MX Bike's limitations, to be completely honest. Oh my God, that sends you to the moon. But yeah, the fact that he's gone as far to have specific like reshade presets when you're playing this track it's just nuts. And again, it goes to show the attention to detail. Oh, what is this? Oh, get on the binders. Get on the binders. Oh, that is rapid. That is such a nice corner. You know what? I reckon this is going to be one of these tracks that you are just going to see in public lobbies constantly. Like, why would you want to get off of this ever? Oh my lord, is this death? No, this is not death. Oh, look at the speed! Oh my God! It's going to be a corner coming up, isn't it? Oh, keep it going, keep going! Jesus Christ! Oh, that was actually really satisfying getting up on the back wheel right there. Oh my God. Oh, this man is a very talented man, isn't he? This track's so fast! Jesus! I can see why it's called the Goliath. It's huge to begin with. And I'm not talking about, you know what. But no, really, really good. Really fast, flowy track. And that, yeah, that's a lap. So I'm going to do another one. That's really, really enjoyable. You know what? I can fully see myself any time that I do get some spare time, as I'm a rather busy man nowadays. Any time I hop on bikes just for fun, I know what I'm playing. It's going to be this compound as a whole. I feel like there is absolutely something for everyone around here. You've got your little free ride area, you've got your trails, you've got a pit bike track, you've got 2 nationals tracks, you've got an enduro cross track, you've got a supercross track. Need I go on? It's got literally everything. It's actually gross how much this man has put into this. And oddly enough, when I was flying around the map as well, I fully expected it to be like kind of exceeding the limits, but there is actually a little bit of free area off in the distance, which I was quite surprised by. I don't know the actual like maximum scale an MX Bikes track can be. I think Resolute Kraken is probably the man that's pushed that to its limits with the Krakenberg Enduro, and I'm sad to say, I think until today, that was my favourite track. And I feel like we've got a new contender, because this is actually nuts. I'm not someone that's massive on just throwing her sideways and just doing whips all day, but look at these jumps. Oh my God. You boys at Canopo are going to have a hell of a field day, because I know I certainly can't. I'm sure someone can make it look a whole lot better. I need to try and rail this outside down here. I'm going to stand up on the pegs. Up, and throw it sideways. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I love this. We're up. Heel kicker for the fans. And then I think somewhere up here is the Enduro Cross track. Oh, there it is, as I say that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly cut through here. You guys get a gist of what that Goliath track's all about. Just literally pin it and hold on. So I believe this is the start straight, and it goes round to the right. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, are these tyres as smooth as those logs? Oh, they are. So, yeah, usually... I'm not sure how many Enduro tracks you boys have played on this game. So usually when you play Enduro tracks, the objects, so like the rocks and the logs and the tyres, they tend to give you like a little bit of a janky kick when you hit them. But these feel really, really smooth. I don't know if Hurren's made these themselves or he's got them from someone else, but they're actually quite easy to ride over, which usually isn't the case in Enduro Cross. Oh, as I say that, I completely I'll get Perbosoed. That's what we're going to call it. What's this? Oh, nice little off-camber jump right here. Don't want to send this. Oh, rock garden, right. moment of truth. What are the rocks like? Yeah, no, that's actually really, really nice. Oh, I love that. That's sick. I'm not going to do too many laps around here because you get the gist of an enduro cross track. But for you boys like myself that do like your enduro, oh, downside the rock, please, please, no, oh, up and over, yes, go, 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 and we're up. I imagine we get some nice races. Oh, what is that? I imagine we can get some nice enduro cross races on the go as well. What is this? Is that a scarecrow with a bucket on his head? Okay, interesting. Right, let's follow this. Let's follow this trail. See where we end up. So I've done the Supercross track, done the 2 nationals tracks. I've done the enduro cross. So I think the only actual quote-unquote track that's left outside of all these trails I'm riding around, I think they're 2 pit bike tracks. So let me go over there. Let me go and investigate it real quick, because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to hop on the pit bikes to actually ride around it, because I don't see any point in using a full-scale 450. I believe it's over here. You've got to cut through the start. Oh, so this is the start. And then you hook a left over here. I'm just looking at the track map on my other monitor. And then you downside, so you jump over the track, and right here is where it splits in 2. So I can go dead straight and kind of tackle that side first, or I can pop a right, and you've got like this big 360 turn that jumps over itself. So yeah, give me 2 seconds, and I will hop straight back on the pit bike instead. And bang, with the power of editing, I never left. So we are on the pit bikes. I'm not very good on these, so we'll see how it goes. First of all, let me get an idea of it in third person, because the first person on these I really struggle with. I'm on the 125. I think it's a 125. I'm on the 2-stroke pit bike. That's all I know. And these ones tend to have a little bit more power than the others, so we'll see how it goes. Oh god, get that front wheel down, you bastard. There we go. We're up. Oh god. You see how nippy these bloody things are. They're always on the back wheel. So quite a small, compact little pit bike area here. Up and over this. Nice. Oh, so maybe when you download these pit bikes, there's like a normal version, which are actually quite slow and sluggish, and then there's these. So maybe the slow versions will actually be somewhat viable around here for a change. And I don't think in bikes we have much in the way of pit bike tracks. There's a couple, don't get me wrong, but none of them are proper like supercrossy, if that makes sense. I feel like you could spend a hell of a lot of time on these 2 tracks once I actually work out the lines. Jesus Christ. I'm going to hop up here, row around the outside. I forget how twitchy these are. They turn so easily. Little scrub-a-dub-dub. And then, yes, these 2 little areas. It's almost like a massive figure of 8. They just link together. Up. It's actually really satisfying. Oh god, everything this man makes just seems to be good, and I think it's just a testament to the amount of hours that he's put into it. Like every single thing that I've ridden so far in this video just works. Oh, I've been doing this completely wrong the whole time. I need to go around the outside here. That makes more sense. There's a little, tiny little rut there that indicated that going around the tree. Oh, my bad, Hurren. I'm doing your track dirt here. I do apologise. But Hurren watches these videos. He leaves comments every now and then, so I know for a fact he's probably. I mean, he's going to watch this one. He's the one that asked me to kind of give my thoughts on it in the first place, and it's just incredible. I've already messaged you before this video goes live that the compound is absolutely insane. And I can't stress it enough that people like Hurren are the reason that this community continues to grow. Regardless on maybe the lack of updates we're currently having on the MX Bikes game in general side of things, you know, Beta 18 kind of being worked on for the last few months now, no real updates, as far as I'm aware at least. It's things like this that just keep the community coming back for more. And I was scrolling through MXB mods literally last night, at the point of recording this, and there was nothing that was inspiring me. That's probably the best way of putting it. And there was nothing that I thought, yeah, you know what, I need to download that, I want to make a video on it and kind of show off to you guys. And then literally a couple hours later, Hurren slides in my DMs out of the blue, sends me this, and I'm just like, this is incredible. Like, my prayers have been answered. And honestly, when I say that this is now going to be my go-to track, I 100% mean that. If I'm not practicing for aerial in any capacity, that this is more than likely a track that I'm going to be riding on, because it's got everything. Like if I want to go and hit trails, you guys know that I love my trails. As I hit that jump completely wrong for the second lap in a row. Provoso, please let me get going. I'll be going doing trails. If I want to do some enduro cross, I know where that is. The Supercross track is actually incredibly challenging, and it does take a fair few laps to get your head around it, learn the lines and stuff, because the jumps are quite peaky, but I like that. I like the little bit of a challenge. If you are newer person to the game, you saw that Goliath track, absolutely insane, just massive booters that you can throw it upside down on. And the Pro National track as well was just as enjoyable. And like the amount, I can't stress enough, the hours that this man must have put in to make this all happen is actually unreal. Should we do a little bit of investigating over here as well? Don't know if this is a custom house model. What's this? Little dog cat. What does this say? Oh no! No, Max! Oh, for you guys on YouTube that probably can't see that if you're on the phone, it says Max 2000 and I think I want to say 5 to 2019. Oh man. Oh, rest in peace, Max. He looks like a good boy. I am more of a dog person than a cat person, for you guys that weren't sure. As much as my girlfriend doesn't want that to be the case, it is very, very true. One thing I did want to mention as well is obviously YouTube what's the word? Yeah, YouTube compression, sorry, always does things very dirty. So it's one of these things where you have to kind of like see the track to believe it. But anywhere that I point the camera just looks absolutely nuts. Like I could take a screenshot of it. Like the detail is insane. The terrain looks absolutely incredible as well. I'm not sure how long it took him to place all this, but like none of the textures look stretched or anything. You can kind of make everything out. Like got custom objects and shit. Oh, look at this. Is there any lens sticker? Where? Lens. Oh, disappointing. 0 stars out of 5. Where's the lens banners? Shady Wadey would have put one in there. Come on, Hurren, man. This disappointing stuff. This is all really, really cool stuff in here. Let me zoom out a bit. God damn it. Right, here we go. Oh, there he is. There's the good boy. That's actually made me really, really sad. Rest in peace, Max, man. Oh, we've got another tribute as well. Close to our hearts, he will stay. Loved and remembered every day. I love this shit. You know what, Hurren? Fair play to you. Ripping next to the 2 boys as well. This is really, really cool. I could fly around here for hours probably discovering new things, but I think as well you guys get the gist of it. You can see how much there is in the way of just like trails around the map. I could probably ride the trails for an hour and still not do a full loop, to be completely honest. Like little things like this is so satisfying. Like just jump up there, pop a UE, drop back down. Like, oh, it's just, I love it. I love it so much. Hurren, thank you for making this for us. I'm sure everyone can agree that this is actually sick. I'm not sure on an exact release date for you guys. All I am aware of is the sale price for it will be $3 and it will be on the MXB shop website when it does release. So just keep an eye out. I'm sure there'll be an announcement when it is released properly. And I can't stress enough, it'll probably be the best $3 you ever spend. As I say, I quite often compare it to like iRacing and things like that as far as paid tracks go on this game. And if you was to present to me every track that's ever been released and every track that probably will be released as well, and say you got to pick one, buy it, it'll be this. It's actually incredible. And as soon as I've finished recording this and the video's rendering, I'm going to go spin some more laps on this bloody Goliath track because it's absolutely nuts. It is so fast paced and I love it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave your comments down below what you think of the track. Obviously it's not released for you guys yet, but just after watching this video, your thoughts on it as well. Please do go show Hurren some love as well. I do believe he's got a YouTube channel. I will try and find that and link that down below for him. And yeah, that'll do it from me. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is that you're up to, and until I catch you in the next video. Peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. Like I saw